is the time for decisions and actions. For election reform to be effective, its implementation needs to begin well before the next elections are called.
That was head of delegation and chief observer of the European Union Election Observation Mission, Pait Ermas, during a press briefing at the Arthur Chang Conference Center on Friday. He said, with an aim to kickstart this process, a roundtable discussion is organized for Monday, March 25, 2021, where stakeholders, including representatives from the government, political opposition, and the local election machinery, will be brought together to discuss the way forward.
On Monday, next week, the European Union Election Observation Mission is organizing a stakeholders roundtable to present and discuss our recommendations and their potential implementation within the election reform process ahead of the next elections. Invitations were extended to the Office of the President, the Government, National Assembly, constitutional commissions, political parties, media, judiciary, and civil society.
The EU EOM made 26 recommendations for consideration, which include a review and consolidation of the fragmented election legislation, an overhaul of GCOM, and legislation to regulate political and campaign financing.
Of course, we only make recommendations. We believe that the recommendations we offered could address shortcomings that we had observed in the 2020 elections. However, it is entirely up to Guyana, your authorities and institutions to decide whether they take any of the recommendations on board.
Other recommendations include a transforming of the state media into a genuine public service broadcaster and clear procedures for the transmission and tabulation of elections results. Ermas said any declaration should be accompanied by simultaneous publication of detailed polling station results and digital copies of all statements of polls. The EU EOM also urged the establishment of a comprehensive election dispute resolution system. Already, the EOM, headed by Mr. Ermas, has met with President Irfan Ali, leader of the opposition Joseph Harman, chairperson of the Guyana Elections Commission Justice Retired Claudette Singh, Speaker of the National Assembly Mansour Nadir, the Chief Justice Roxanne George, and Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Yu Tud. Reporting on these meetings, the chief observer said the authorities have demonstrated a willingness to start the process of implementing the recommendations, either in full or in part, but noted that ultimately it is up to the Guyanese people and politicians who dictate the law-making system. He said everything must be done to ensure that the things that happened last year never happen again. The EU has committed to helping Guyana strengthen its democracy and electoral system.